Okay, this is the last in a three-part series, I suppose, on being able to, when given a graph or an equation or table, given one of those, produce the other two. So this one is, if you're given a table, to be able to produce the graph and the linear equation. Okay, so I have a table here, and again, the more you do these, the more you see how these three all relate to each other. Our equation is going to be in the slope-intercept form. That's often the most useful form for us. And n is the slope. Okay, and then of course b is the y-intercept. And again, you can go from the table straight to the equation or from the table to the graph. Doesn't matter which one you do first. Let's go from the table to the graph this time, and maybe we'll go the other way next time. Okay, so if we have the table, these are the points that were given to us. Piece of cake, right? These are all coordinates in the table: -3, 2, 0, 3, 3, 4. So that should not be a big issue to graph. If we make our graph, here's our y, here's our x. 0, 3 is the y-intercept. Okay, that's 0, 3. That would be this point. Let's see, -3, 2. -3, 2. And then going off to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have again -3, 2, 0, 3, 3, 4. Next would be 6, 5, and then 9, 6. There's that graph line. Okay, now to make our equation, again, as we said, the y-intercept was here or here. That's when x is 0, y is 3, so our plus b is plus 3. What's our slope? Well, we can see from the line we just drew that our slope is rise 1 over 3, so that is 1/3. The other way that we said how to do that is the slope is the change in y over the change in x gives us our slope. So our change in y each time, right? When we move across the y's, we're adding 1. So our change in y is plus 1. Our change in x each time, we're adding 3, so our change in x is positive 3. That's another way to find our slope. Okay? Let's do another example. Okay, here's our next table. X values, y values, again, we can use those coordinates to graph a line. Let's go straight from a table to the equation though this time. Y equals our slope times x plus the y-intercept. Well, our y-intercept is 0, something for y. When x is 0, what's y? Well, when x is 0, y is -5. So, we write it plus b. If our b is -5, we could write x plus -5. Obviously, we already know that we could also just change this to say x minus 5. It means the same thing. But we need to find our slope, okay? What is the change And y here, what's happening? Each time, look like it's being added 2. Changing y is a plus 2. What's happening with the change in x? Well, change in x looks like plus 1 each time. So positive 1. So our slope should be 2 over 1, which again is 2. I think I will go ahead and rewrite that as minus 5, just because that's the way we usually see it. Okay, so again, how do we graph this? Well, there's our y, there's our x. We could just plug in all, plot all those points. Actually, it's going to look more something like this, right? We can plug in all those points, or we can just take that equation. We know that our y-intercept, 3, 4, 5, is 0, comma, negative 5. So that's our y-intercept. Our slope is rise over run 2. So if we go up 2 over 1 and put a point, up 2 over 1, put a point, up 2 over 1, put a point, that should be our line. Let's see if that in fact matches. This is 1 comma negative 3, 2 comma negative 1, that's correct. 0 comma negative 5. We can see how this line would go. Negative 1 would be negative 7 here. Negative 2 would be negative 9 way down here somewhere. Okay, so once again, we can start with a table this time and then be able to produce the equation and the graph. I hope that was not too quick, but as always, you're welcome to rewind and rewatch and pause those good features that video gives us. Okay, so I do thank you for watching, and please ask any questions if you have any. Thank you.